Okay, very good morning, my dear friends. Today's our eminent resource person, Dr. P.Manjula Madam Garu, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Food and Nutrition, RBVRR Women's College, Autonomous, Hyderabad. Madam is going to explain about the ecosystem and ecology biodiversity. Yesterday, Madam has clearly explained about the ecosystem, functions of ecosystem, food chain, food web, and structure and components of the ecosystem, biotic and abiotic components, and food web. Madam has clearly explained. And energy flow of ecosystem also, Madam has explained. So today, Madam is going to continue the yesterday class. So Madam, please welcome and share your screen. Start your session, Madam. Please welcome.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, good afternoon, one and all. So, today's topic is ecological pyramids and energy flow in an ecosystem. Is it clear, sir? Slide. Is it visible screen? Okay, so today's topic is ecological pyramids and energy flow in an ecosystem. So, ecological pyramid. So, ecological pyramid means it is a graphical representation of the trophic structure of the ecosystem. So, we already discussed that this trophic levels, trophic levels in the food chain, that is producers which comes under one trophic level, and consumers of different, that is herbivores comes under one trophic level, secondary consumers comes under another trophic level, like that. So, these are comes under one trophic level based on their function. Okay, so here there is the graphical representation of this trophic structure. It is called as a ecological pyramid. So this ecological pyramids, it is also known as the Eltonian pyramid. So because the Elton, he described this ecological pyramids, hence it is also known as the Eltonian pyramids. So it is the graphical representation of different trophic levels. So here the trophic level means, so that is producers, herbivores, secondary consumers. So these all comes under the trophic levels. So generally trophic levels, these are the feeding positions in the food chain. Okay, so these are the feeding positions in the food chain, such as the primary producers, herbivores, primary carnivores, etc. So here again, types of ecological pyramids. So here three types of ecological pyramids can be usually identified. So they are namely pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, and pyramid of energy. So first one is a pyramid of number. So here the pyramid of number means here that it is a graphical representation of the number of individuals per unit area of various trophic levels. Okay, so it is a here the based on the number, that is number of individuals per unit area of various trophic levels. So large number of producers which tend to form the base. So generally in pyramid, ecological pyramids, that is when always the producers are always at the base, and it is followed by the primary consumers. Next it is followed by the secondary and tertiary consumers. So in any pyramid, ecological pyramid, base which is always occupied by the producers. Okay, so it is, so here the pyramid of number, here it is the graphical representation of the number of individuals per unit area of various trophic levels. So generally in pyramid of number, that is large number of producers which tend to form the base, and lower numbers of top carnivores which occupy the top. So generally more number of producers present, and it is followed by the primary consumers compared to the producers less number, and compared to primary consumers, the secondary consumers are less in number, and tertiary consumers are very less. So here generally pyramid of number, it is upright. So here it is called as an upright pyramid. So the pyramid of number, it may be varies. So the shape of the pyramid of the number which vary from ecosystem to ecosystem. So generally in aquatic ecosystem and grassland communities, that is autotrophs are present in the large numbers per unit area, and a less number of herbivores which in turn support the few number of carnivores. So the number of the pyramid of number in aquatic and generally in grassland ecosystem, that is the upright. So sometimes the pyramid of number, it is inverted. Okay, inverted or spindle shaped pyramid of number. So these points are important. So generally inverted pyramid of number is seen in. So generally this comes under the parasitic food ecosystem. Or here it comes under the upright, that is partly upright or spindle shaped pyramid of number, which is seen in the forest ecosystem. So here some variations are there. So generally upright pyramid is seen. So the inverted pyramid of number, which is seen in the parasitic ecosystem. So here, for example, the producers. First one is the base. Here in parasitic, it is occupied by the producers. So on this, here the number that is only on the one tree. So here the many birds are present. And the many here birds, that is the herbivores, it is followed by the parasites which live on the external surface. So number of parasites are more. So when compared to these parasites, again here the hyperparasites are more on these parasites. So the hyperparasites means that they grow, they have the parasites which grow on the other parasites, they are called as a hyper. So it is comes under the parasitic ecosystem. So here it is inverted. That is on here based on the number, pyramid of numbers. So here only on one tree. So here the number is increasing. Okay, compared to producers, when compared to producers, herbivores number is more. And when compared to herbivores number, here the parasites number is more. Like that. So it is inverted in parasitic ecosystem. So another one is the in forest ecosystem, it is spindle shaped. Okay, so this one is a spindle shaped or partly upright. So here on the say one plant, that is the producers are only less in number compared to the herbivores. When compared to herbivores, the carnivores are less in number. So so here two cases are there. So here the parasitic ecosystem in forest. So here the say on the tree. So number of birds are more, and here the number of carnivores are less compared to herbivores. So it comes under the spindle shape, due to which the spindle shaped pyramid of number is observed in forest ecosystem. So these are the different cases. So these two are important. So inverted pyramid of number is seen in parasitic ecosystem, and spindle shaped pyramid of number which is seen in the forest ecosystem. So here the pyramid of number means, so here based on the number of, okay, and that is based on the number of individuals per unit area of various trophic levels. So next one is the pyramid of biomass. So here it is a graphical representation of the biomass present per unit area of different trophic levels, with producers at the base and top carnivores at the tip or top. So here biomass means that is a weight of the individuals. So it may be a dry weight or it may be a wet weight. So here the biomass, which is calculated by the mass of each individual into number of individuals at each trophic level. So here this biomass, that is, it is also upright in terrestrial ecosystem. So upright, that is pyramid of biomass is upright in terrestrial ecosystem. For example, here the producers, the weight of the biomass here is 1000 kgs. Compared to herbivores, it is less. That is herbivores biomass is 100 kg. So primary carnivores, that is weight is 10 kgs, and top carnivores less when compared to the primary carnivores. Like that, here the biomass it is upright in terrestrial ecosystem. Biomass is nothing but the weight of the individuals. It may be we can take the dry or wet weight of the organisms are taken into consideration. So inverted pyramid of biomass. So in an aquatic habitat, that is the pyramid of biomass is inverted or spindle shaped, where the biomass of the trophic levels depends upon the reproductive potential and also the longevity of the members. So generally here when we compare in the aquatic ecosystem, that is producers are, that is phytoplanktons. Okay, so the weight of these phytoplanktons are very less compared to the other carnivores or herbivores, other fishes. So the weight is less. So producers, here the producers weight is less compared to the herbivores and carnivores. As the trophic level increasing, here the biomass is increasing here in the aquatic ecosystem. Okay. So here the producers, when compared to producer, that is 4 grams, where herbivores is 8 grams and carnivores is 12 grams. As this, here the biomass is increasing. So it shows inverted pyramid. So inverted pyramid in aquatic ecosystem. We can observe the inverted pyramid of biomass. So pyramid of biomass is inverted in aquatic or terrestrial. So here the in aquatic, that is pyramid of biomass is inverted. So next one is the pyramid of energy. So here it is the graphical representation of the flow of energy through each trophic level of the food chain over a fixed time period. Okay, so it is the flow energy. Here we are calculating the energy, the flow of energy through each trophic level of the food chain over a fixed time period. So it is also known as a pyramid of productivity. So here during this, here the production of this energy production will take place. So it is also known as a pyramid of productivity. So the input of solar energy may be indicated as the extra layer at the base. So because the main source of energy in an ecosystem is the solar energy only. Hence, it comes under the extra layer at the base. So producers, for example, from the solar energy, it absorbs more amount of energy, that is 10,000 kilocalories. Okay, producers absorb more amount of energy. While transferring from the producers to here primary consumers, the energy is decreased. Some of the amount of energy is lost in the form of heat. That's why while transferring from the producers to primary consumers, the energy is decreased. Consumer to secondary consumer, the amount of energy is again decreasing. And from the secondary consumer to tertiary consumers also, the amount of energy is decreasing. So the pyramid of energy is always upright in all, mainly in all ecosystems, the pyramid of energy is upright only. Okay, so as the trophic level increasing, that is the decrease in the energy flow will taking place. So here the pyramid of energy. So producer, that is 10,000 joules. Primary consumers, they contain only 1,000, and secondary consumers are 100 joules, and tertiary consumers here only 10 joules of energy. So more amount of energy is seen in the producers compared to the tertiary consumers. So this is again. So this also comes under the 10% law. That is only 10% of the energy is available to the next trophic level as per Linderman's 10% rule. That is the trophic level as two parts, that is net production and respiration, and measured in kilojoules per meter square per year. So this is about the energy ecological pyramids. Okay, so what is the from the above content, so it is clear that the ecological pyramid gives information about the trophic structure and also provides a framework for the study of ecosystem energetics, along with the study of number and also the biomass of the organisms in the ecosystem. So along with the brief knowledge about the trophic structures, it also allows us to observe the changes in the ecosystem due to the several factors. So this is about the ecological pyramids. So important points in this ecological pyramids are, that is here first one, the pyramid of number. Okay, so the pyramid of number is inverted in parasitic ecosystem, and spindle shaped pyramid of number is observed in forest ecosystem. Next one is here inverted pyramid of biomass, which is seen in the aquatic ecosystem. So generally the pyramid of energy is always upright in all types of ecosystem. So this is about the ecological pyramids. So next one is the energy flow in an ecosystem.